need. She gon' bring that phone with the tea like. Guess what? All the rich boys wanna us. I just enough. You could look, don't touch. And I'm back busting bands every time we link up.
That my best friend. She a real bad. Got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3. Now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend. She a real bad. Drive her own car. She don't need no lift in the. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That my best friend. If you need a, I ain't dumb but she my Tweedledee. If she ride for me, she don't need a key. If you sideways, she straighten you need a B. And she's so bad that I just can't take that nowhere. She off her said, don't go there. Break her back, she protect and attack. Get that, let them buckle. Give no air. Whole world wanna be us. Then my man. Way.
All game is.
All right, Danny, help me with the pirate. She is fast.
I want to help you, but like we're getting destroyed inside. But she's so fast.
Well, I thought I had it inside.
Oh man,
I can't even blame you. Like they're totally pressuring the ball.
$2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thank you, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to fight their way.
And I love, David, how he is always hungry for wins and competition. Thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. DeRozan out there with Levine, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. And for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Dosunmu. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass. I love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh! Attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
They get it back to the wing on the left. Good on the triple.
Likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Chicago Bulls.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
And 2. Coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And amazing to even consider using a boxing one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree, and it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. There's Levine.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Curry, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
DeRozan passes to Levine. Three-pointer. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Looney kicks to Green. Launches a three. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. Curry's got 9 points.
Well, that's one of the game's greatest three-point shooters, so don't be shocked.
Outside, Levine. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Vucevic. The Warriors pull it in.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
They double-team Curry. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Dosunmu. And the rejection by Curry.
Curry, great timing on the block, catching his man off guard with a big-time rejection.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. Warriors leading by 4. On its way from Curry for 2. Pulled the shot a little end, but the bounce goes his way.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Well, gravity is very, very real, and Steph Curry has the most of any NBA player right now.
And the Warriors with some changes. Kuminga comes in for Green, and Poole subbed in for Kevon Looney. Then for the Bulls, Thompson, he's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. Caruso, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brent, when you talk about the gravity of Curry, explain what you mean.
Well, Kevin, anytime that he's on the floor, when he crosses half court, all 5 defenders are paying attention to where Steph is. The more he moves, the more he shifts around, the incredible attention of all 5 defenders. And when guys make one misstep, or you have 2 defenders make one misstep to carry their way to where Steph Curry is, it opens up easier opportunities on any possession. That's what we're talking about when we speak on Steph's gravity.
And White slams it in.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Here's Curry, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
So for the Bulls, Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Green in for Zach Levine.
It's pretty amazing Steph's road to becoming the man for this team. I mean, he recognizes in games when he should push the action and when he should pull back, and just constantly plays unselfish basketball to elevate his team's success.
Here's Curry. The Bulls getting the bucket. And Curry throws it down.
Curry not settling. That's a great sign. Goes right into the defense, takes the contact, and finishes.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. Here's Caruso. Here's White. He takes it in. And White with the stuff.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Chicago with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Thompson dishes to White. Right wing. Bulls moving the ball around. Now here's Kuminga. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He can't hit that time.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Caruso. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Caruso's got his second bucket of the game to go. That'll be a 5-second call.
Basketball. Substitution for your Warriors. Nemanja Bjelica.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
19 seconds left here in the open.
Helps to have Bjelica defending like this and staying active on that end of the floor.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. We hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the score. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning.
Let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Kuminga out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Payton. Then it's Porter. And it's Poole in at the point. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes,
That's his
different
second
folks.
personal foul.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Then for the Bulls. Vucevic checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jones comes in for Williams. And it's Dosunmu in for Alex Caruso. Now here's Dosunmu. And yes, it's good. Vucevic has got 6 points. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Bjelica, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
And Bjelica's a terrific shooter. Big man, Brent, with real range, capable of really stretching the floor.
Yeah, and I hate to just talk about Bjelica as a pure shooter and it's the only thing he does. There have been moments where he can make a play with the ball and make some good reads, but it is the shooting strength and the ability to draw out bigger players that really provide the juice from Bjelica.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic, and it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Curry. To the middle. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 4 points this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
To the paint. And Levine throws it down.
And when Levine goes up, you have that period where you're wondering what he's going to do, and it's usually something spectacular.
Now here's Curry. 22 points for him.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Bulls leading by 6. Levine passes to Dosunmu. Shot, high post. It's rebounded by Poole. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. The Bulls have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Passes it to Levine. And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Pass to Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Here's DeRozan following the basket by Stephen Curry. And there's the pass to Levine. It's Jones on the wing. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Jones has got 7 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Stephen Curry. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Dosunmu. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Always got to keep your eyes up and make sure you see open teammates, and Clay did it that time.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bulls.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
I also like on the offensive end how they're working the teeth of the defense. They've created a lot of high percentage shots so far.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Thompson, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Jones. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dosunmu.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Thompson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Bulls basketball.
.114 left to play in the. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Bulls basketball.
For Chicago, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for 1.
And that free throw good from DeRozan.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do and not enough credit for what he does.
109 left in the first half. Thompson against Curry. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working D over.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And so here is Chicago. LaVine. It's deflected. And Thompson kicks to LaVine. Another shot. Up again. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
This is what makes Tristan so vital to his team. Great activity on the glass and in the quick game.
Yeah, giving away possessions here and really giving away the game.
Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. And they'll get another chance.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And they get it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And don't let the small size fool you. Curry does not fear getting inside and getting knocked around.
The Warriors have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. The first one falls. Kuminga's come in for Green. And the Bulls making a change also. Green's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. 40 seconds left now here in the second. The Bulls leading by 11. Inside, here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
From past the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And the slam by Williams.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's White. And he banks in the lane. White's got 4 points this quarter.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
And so it's Chicago. 13 points up at the end of the period. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Vooch, outstanding offense, unselfish play. What are you seeing on that end of the floor?
We're playing with a lot of energy offensively, moving the ball, getting from one action to the other. A lot of different guys scoring. We're getting a lot of good looks, but our defense hasn't been nowhere near the level it needs to be. You know, they're a team that can really score, so we're going to have to pick it up in that end.
And we'll see how it develops, Vooch. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no action. What do you think, Shaq, about Chicago?
They're going to work in the paint, doing a great job. A good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. That'll be a 5-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Caruso. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists now in this one. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Off the inbound, uses the glass that time, and it's good. LaVine's got 6 points.
And the more experience LaVine gets, the more his confidence builds, as evidence right there, shooting off the catch. And, Kevin, you tend to forget this about LaVine. He's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Vucevic. Zach LaVine is out there at DeRozan. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Caruso in at the 2. Free throw drops for Green. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
Chicago making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. And he goes in for the dunk.
Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer. Great at finding his teammates.
Chicago leading by 16. Outside DeRozan. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
That bucket in no time at all. He's got 13.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Down low. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 13-point lead. Knocked away. Vucevic dishes to LaVine. The shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Outside Curry. And Curry throws it down.
That's tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. Pass to Caruso. Outside LaVine. Drills the three-pointer. LaVine's got 9 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Jones checked in for Chicago. Warriors trail by 14. Here's Poole. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
To the inside. The drive by Green. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. So Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash. We don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
That one drops for him. Poole's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace, and that's a nice field play.
Here's Levine, and he makes good on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's the three. The shot by Payton, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
He leads it with the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Dosunmu, the pass to Levine. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range. Levine's got 10 points in just the second half.
2 minutes.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Porter against Levine. Again, Chicago.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Warriors trail by 15. Fires from the line, and it's good off the back rim and in. Payton's got his second best.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Poole. Shoots from the line. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for DeRozan. Green comes in for Derek Jones. And it's White in for Dosunmu.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Levine finds Green. Here's White, covered by Payton. Puts it up from 12. The shot missing.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Porter, no luck.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's White, and it's Chicago scoring again.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 15 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
For the Bulls, Tristan Thompson, Alex Caruso.
Poole with it. Puts it up. Can't nail the jumper. And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Sharing the wing spots, it's Thompson and Wiggins. Looney out there with Kuminga. And it's Curry in at the point guard. That's the Warriors' 5. Just his first attempt. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Green dishes to Williams. It's blocked. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 36 points for Stephen Curry.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
To the middle. It's stolen by Kuminga. Curry deciding where to go with it. Drives to the hoop. And Curry throws it down hard.
Steph doing a better job as he gets on in years at changing his speeds. That time on the burst gets the 2.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game. And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Curry with it. Picked up.
Oh, man. I feel like when he gets going like this, it's a night where Steph might take a few more chances offensively. That spells trouble for the defense.
So it's Chicago now. Now the pass to Caruso. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Thompson. That's tipped. Thompson against White. The drive by Thompson.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches.
And if the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy beat. Yeah, Lil Wayne. Body crazy, curvy, wavy beat. Lil Wayne. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yeah, you look good, but they still wanna know we're making it. Saucy like a barbecue, but you won't get your baby back. See me in that dress. Yeah, okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up. I'm present when I'm absent, speaking when I'm not there. Call them scary cats, I call them Carol Baskins. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy.
Today, stay with the Pirates. Stay with the Pirate. Force the 3. Oh, that's a red miss. I got bored.
Mount.
I see you, Danny. I see you.
Nice pass. Oh, easy one. Easiest bucket we've had all game, and now we're just 2 away from the win. Nice pass.
All right, good basket, Danny. All right, let's double team right here. Yep.
Okay, I think we're going to get bump.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look at the New York subway system, carrying plenty of fans to the action here tonight in New York City. And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. With two All-Stars, Grant Hill and Chris Webber, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Well, the NBA's play-in tournament is exciting. It's a way to keep teams in the mix, but it's had its share of critics. Luka Doncic said, quote, "I don't understand it. You play all season to get..."
Yeah, Allie, team's definitely motivated to stay in the top 6. Good stuff there. Thank you. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Toronto Raptors. And then Sunday, they'll face off against John Wall and the Houston Rockets. Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. Robert Williams out there with Al Horford. And it's Tatum in at the 3. And for the Knicks, Fournier the 2, Barrett at the small forward. Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. And it's Rose in at the point. And the start of a new season, Chris. What's opening day like for a player?
Special, BA, so special. Whether it's my first year or 15, I always got butterflies. Basket.
Now here's Brown. From downtown, and Tatum is good for 3.
What a gamer this kid is. Tatum wants to deliver the payback blow. Now that's leadership.
Here's Rose with the drive. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Basket counts. Tatum's got his second bucket on the night.
And gets hit on the drive. Excellent body control. Tatum's a well-coordinated athlete.
Rose against Williams. Drops in the layup for 2. Rose has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, the footwork, the positioning. Tatum's a difficult cover inside.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
Ever since the back half of last year, Tatum's been on fire. Now, the game has slowed down for him, so he could play faster, but now he's become nearly unstoppable.
You know, in the under-25 club, Grant, some observers say they take Tatum over Doncic and others.
Well, Tatum's a big guy who's only getting bigger. His defense is almost on par now with his offense, and he has a possible MVP in his future.
Now here's Smart on the take, and that one good.
I like Smart being aggressive right time, getting into the lane, using his power and speed to his advantage.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. Rose against Smart. Elbow shot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 9.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And Brown with the stuff.
Creating off the dribble, an area where Brown's putting in real work. I mean, it's paying off.
Here's Rose. Following the bucket by the Celtics. There's the drive. He's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Here's Smart. They get the rebound. Williams finds Brown. Back to Williams. Smart outside. Now Horford. From deep 3-point range. Randall pulls down the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
There's Tatum with the 3. The shot that time not on target. So New York will take it the other way now. And he goes in for the dunk.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Knicks with the lead. Now Rose, 11 points in the game. And it's Randall with the jam.
Rose will generate points in any situation. He does it by feeding a wide open man.
And Boston calls time here.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Horford. White, he's checked in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
White for three. Noel with the rebound. For New York, they've gone an impressive 8 of 9. The open shot, Randall. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Great recognition from Randall. Seeing an opportunity to rise and fire and making use of it.
Williams from long range. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Back-to-back threes. Making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Down low. Here's Reddish. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. White. Randall pulls down the board. To the paint. Denied by Tatum.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
And the layup falls. Tatum's got 12 points in the game.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish him.
Burks got room. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
White drives in, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. When you talk to anyone about White, Grant, they'll tell you he's best when he's being assertive.
I totally agree. I mean, White can be caught standing around when he's not involved. You want him initiating and pick and roll, and he makes pretty good decisions. Now, he may never be a star, but he's going to give you solid minutes.
Reddish. No luck on that one. Tice with the defensive effort. White against Burks. White can't hit.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Nice shot by Walker.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
It's amazing. Scouts were worried that Tatum would be a streaky spot-up shooter, but you see the perfect form.
Outside Walker. From 11 feet away, and it's New York scoring again.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Shoots from the elbow. Here's Tice. And so it's the New York Knicks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their... And the Knicks, such a feel-good story. You got to give Cook.
He has us all bought in. Can't really.
Grant, they certainly are.
And the New York faithful, delighted to witness meaningful games once again.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of good points right at the rim.
They've also had a good start tonight hitting the mid-range jumper.
Kemba Walker's out there with Cam Reddish. Then it's Julius Randle. Then it's Nerlens Noel. And it's Burks in at the small forward. That's the group for New York starting the second. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence, and I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack, and you always have to believe in yourself, no matter what the situation. They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And Noel hammers it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you put your body on, you pay the consequences.
A big group substitution here for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Randall. Barrett comes in for Burks. Fournier's checked in for Reddish. And Rose is subbed in for Walker. Williams is checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for White. Rose. Robinson in the post. Williams defending.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
Horford passes to Brown. Smart for three. He drops it from range. Smart has got his second bucket of the night.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
Rose outside. Tries the 9-footer. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
And it's Smart missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. And the emergence of Jaylen Brown's ability to take over at the offensive end, Grant, it's been a joy to watch.
Oh, such a joy. I mean, his improvement as a ball handler may be the biggest reason. He can drive the ball either direction now, create the space he needs for his jumper, and he's no longer a turnover waiting to happen.
Now a timeout called by Boston. One thing about Derrick Rose that's never changed over the years, Grant, is his ability to come through in the clutch. When a big basket is needed, he's the guy you want on the court.
Well, how many times have we seen it? End of game situation, Rose in an isolation set. And even against a double team, he finds a way to shake free and get the bucket. As dependable as it gets when the pressure's on. Man, good whistle there.
Everyone knew Williams would take a little time to mature. But C-Webb, now he has, and he's making an impact.
He was kind of a boom or bust prospect for that reason. He has all the physical abilities in the world, good instincts for the game. It's great to see him holding himself accountable at a high level.
Here's Robinson. That one falls. Nice feed that time for Rose. Rose has got his third assist of the night. The Celtics have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Williams misses.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Rejected by Brown.
Just tenacious defense from Brown right there. I mean, superb at playing shutdown defense and stifling.
My hands, I can't slip. Keep it wrapped up, lock with the grip. I just came up out the water, I drip. Gotta crawl way before you can swim. Gotta swim way before you can splash. Gotta save before you throw the cash. Keep it going, ain't no time to relax. Watching futures ending up in the past. Jimmy Neutron, I got a blast. I'm too hungry for the dub, I can't fast. First place, I can never be last. I got home, I got people to bring up with me. Living life in luxury. Put these numbers.
It's time for 2K TV Interactive. All questions this week and the VC you earn for correct answers are brought to you by Chips Ahoy, here for happy.
And with the WNBA season, how many championships?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From Salt Lake City, Utah, the scene for the Thunder, rising star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, looking to continue his rise as they await tip-off at Vivint Smart Home Arena. Thunder, Jazz, tip-off just moments away. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough.
And with good evening, like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. DA, thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Favors, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Lou George, and it's Bazley in at the 4 slot. And for Utah, they've got O'Neal. Mitchell is out there with Butler. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 4 spot. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then. And I'll never forget that night.
Dort misses.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Mitchell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
With that powerful upper body, Donovan Mitchell can take contact, and it doesn't alter his shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bazley.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. Now, here's Mitchell. First quarter of play, 1 minute played, and he gets the bucket. Mitchell's got 6.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Pass to Bazley. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
And most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground. After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And it's Mitchell missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
That gives them the lead. He has 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mitchell outside. Will it go? He lays it in.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Favors. Gobert with the block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low-post presence.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. He's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Then for the Thunder, Roby, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Pokusevski in for Baszler. Here's Giddey. Chalk up 2 there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Mitchell looking it over. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Clarkson against Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. And the shot goes down. Giddey's got his 2nd bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth. Well, he wasn't a Burger Chain All-American or a one-and-done college star, but Donovan Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
You know, G.A., the first rookie ever to lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied. He still wants more.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hands checked in, and it's Kenrich Williams in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. It's a 3-point game, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
A dynamic offensive talent. Mitchell is especially intelligent at knowing how to get to his spots and execute.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first. Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
On the inbound. Boom, he jams it straight down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And the Jazz with some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Eric Pascal comes in for Bogdanovic. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Mitchell. Dort passes to Williams. And here they go. And stolen by Butler. Pascal finds Clarkson down low. Here's Dort. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Williams passes to Pokusevski. To the left side wing. And that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Dort. And he jams it with authority.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. Lets it go with a three. And the Thunder another three.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
What you love about Donovan. Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
And so it's Lou Dort making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And such a great story. Royce O'Neal, undrafted up.
Thinking back from where I started, overseas, summer camps, mini camps.
And O'Neal starting in Utah the last few seasons, and Greg earning a long-term deal.
Yeah, a quality 3-and-D guy. Like he said, he never gave up and even now continues to play with that same hunger.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
It looks like they're ready to run today, fellas. They keep getting out on the break whenever they can.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Williams, and it's Favors in at the center, filling out the middle. And he can't get the first one. And one thing about Donovan Mitchell, Steve, he is always learning, always evolving.
Yes, he is, Kevin. Devours film, seeks advice from other star players, and he's not afraid to get out of his comfort zone. He has ambition for greatness.
And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Daigneault, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A. Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mitchell passes to Azubuike. And the shot goes in.
We know he's an explosive guard with a scoring mentality, but he's making big plays for others.
Favors inside, guarded by O'Neal. Right, you've got a unique view at the league, not just a former player, but a great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience.
Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Rudy Gay.
Substitution for New Jazz.
The Thunder leading by 3.
Bogdanovich.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Mitchell outside, driving the lane, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
What tenacity from Mitchell on the drive, not letting anything trip him up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Mitchell.
No, he didn't.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam game. And the shot is good.
Using that size in the mid-range, Shea can get this shot anytime he wants.
Mitchell up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the pass to Gobert. And stolen by Favors. Here's Mann. Guarded by O'Neal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
It happens so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
And he makes both free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Mitchell. Takes it in. Look at that.
Nice. That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
The Thunder with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Up and in on the lane. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Utah calls timeout.
Your chance.
Whiteside's checked in for the Jazz.
All right, fans.
Looking now at some numbers for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 23 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Absolutely. Just when you think you've got a good flow going as a scorer, he'll come and shut your water off.
Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open. Utah keeping it alive. A new 14. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes that one. Mitchell's got 31 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
In the first half.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's coming off an excellent season. First in blocks, first in field goal percentage. And he ranks second overall in rebounding. Just a tremendous presence on the interior.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Okashevsky's checked in for Baisley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
The drive by Mitchell. It's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Driving in. Second chance shot. Good. That one on target from Roby. Roby's got 4 points now in the quarter. Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Roby. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis. If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He gets it in there. Roby's got 12.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys. It hasn't been by accident.
Rudy Gobert has real enthusiasm for the game. You don't earn multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards if you're not passionate about it.
Pass to Giddey. High arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. 6 points for him.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A high flyer with long arms. Mitchell attacks and powers it down.
And that'll do it for the first half of
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They led by 2 after.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Donovan Mitchell is out there with Butler. Then it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in the power forward. That's the fun. On the floor for the Jazz.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Good on the three-point shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
An underrated shooter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit 40% from range at Kentucky.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That's his second.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Baisley's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Donovan Mitchell, the combo guard, continues to impress. An all-star caliber talent with a tremendous drive.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. In third, the Jazz.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They lead by 1.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. And
Nice play by Donovan Mitchell. You love a guard who can take it up strong, take the bump, and still convert.
And Utah making a change here. As Azubuike's checked in, inside, and then Favors with the dunk.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's Mitchell driving to the basket.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Back to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. A powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Bazley. And it's blocked. Goes up again, and the jumper falls for him. Bazley's got 10 points in the game.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively. And slams it home and gets some camper time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. And checked in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Jordan Clarkson. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
What I love is he heats up quick because when you're on the second unit, you have no time to mess around.
Utah trailing here. With the drive, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
The Thunder have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Pass to Bazley. To the paint. Here's Mann. Misses in close. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal player. Thanks, D.A. Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Roby, he's checked in for Favors. Okashevsky's come in for Basin. And it's Kenrich Williams in for George. And another one! That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And the Jazz call time here.
Make some noise.
Here's Butler. 1:33 left in the third. Down low. Here's Whiteside. And it's swinged in by Whiteside.
So many of Whiteside's points, they come On dunks.
We're trailing by 5. Here's man. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Roby. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in.
Shooting 1.
1:14 left to play in the third. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Gay. Nice ball movement by Utah. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Man can't hit.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
Pascal kicks to Mitchell. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Mitchell. Back to Whiteside. Mitchell right side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I like that by Donovan Mitchell. Sacrifices his body and takes the hit. That's good offense.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Out left to the wing. Here's Pokusevski. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
With a one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot will not fall. And so it's Utah with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
The drive by Mitchell. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Over to the left wing. Giddey. His three-pointers off the mark. Jazz leading by 4. Passes to Gobert. And here is Mitchell. Count it. 68 points for Donovan Mitchell.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Gay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First team foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Utah.
From mid-range, they've been on fire today. Those jump shots have been falling all game.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Derek Favors checked in for Isaiah Roby. Hazley comes in for Pokusevski. And it's Dort in for Kenrich Williams.
Nice pass by Gilgeous-Alexander. Has the height to see over the D, and he's unselfish.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 6.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Thunder trailing by 4. And he dunks it down.
Favors is a terrific big man, a wonderful passer who sees the floor so well.
Utah calls timeout.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich is checked in for Eric Paschall. O'Neal comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Butler in for Mitchell. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. The Thunder have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Dort misses. Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And Steve, a second-rounder back in the 2014 draft out of Missouri, Jordan Clarkson with a productive NBA career.
Yes, Kevin, and he's always been a bucket. What has changed is the shot selection. A lot more threes and terrific free throw shooting, making him a great bench weapon.
Clarkson, no good on the free throw.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Oklahoma City trailing. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Favors. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And 12 points for Derek Favors. That'll be a 5-second call.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Pass to Giddey. Utah with the rebound. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly... how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
O'Neal against Dort. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah.
This just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best in the game.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
The drive by Mitchell. He got it again. Sensational.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the first and third place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And that one's good by Favors.
Whenever Favors' team needs him to step up in a big juncture of the game, he's ready.
Jazz trail by 4. And good, and he hits it again.
And that puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know.
Connects again.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark of 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights. Big-time basket at a big...
And again!
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place with points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
To tie it up, it's rebounded by Giddey. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Incredible play by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This kid is not afraid of the moment.
And he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What determination from Mitchell, shrugging off the foul and taking the shot.
That's the first. That shrinks the margin to just 4. And Mitchell drops them both.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team. They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball. The youngster is not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Utah calls timeout. They're down by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
A nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
The line for the Thunder. 2 shots.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Goes back up. It falls.
Stepping up big, Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're up by 2. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Rudy Gobert. That's his second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the line for the Thunder.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this...
We may be biased, but we firmly believe the NBA 2K community is the best. So many of you are doing great things on the virtual courts.
So in our series, My 2K Life, we bring those two together, going behind the scenes, if you will, to feature some of your favorite standout 2K community members.
In this
The California Capitol building. Just about ready.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell out there with Butler. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 4. And for the Kings, we've got Dante DiVincenzo. Harrison Barnes out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Fox in at point guard. And it's Fox with the jam.
Showing off the major hops. Wow. Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Here's Mitchell outside Butler. And there's Mitchell on the assist from Butler. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, B.A., I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate. And a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
And now the Jazz on the run in transition. The pull-up jumper. Rebounded by Fox. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Here's Barnes. And that one hits the back iron. Mitchell against DiVincenzo. Mitchell misses.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Butler finds Mitchell. Takes it inside. And the shot's good.
My goodness, how do you guard against that? Mitchell tremendous at just getting through the contact.
Got a piece of it. Fox against Mitchell. And it's Fox with the jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there. In some ways, De'Aaron Fox is a good lesson in patience for owners. He didn't explode out the gate after being picked 5th overall back in 2017. But after a long time, he has found his footing and looks spectacular out there on the floor.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Gobert against Fox. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. You know, Grant, in terms of improvement after his rookie year, you saw it across De'Aaron Fox's entire stat line.
Yeah, once he got comfortable in the league, he started going off. He increased his shooting and assist numbers and got himself nominated for Most Improved Player in 2019.
6 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from. If you want to command the defender's respect, well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Sacramento has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land. Here's DiVincenzo, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Mitchell, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive, nice.
Now here's Barnes, coming off a 12-point game. No luck on that one. Good D by Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Mitchell's got 12 points.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Timeout called. Sacramento, they're coming off that loss against Portland.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
I'll tell you, overtime games usually are special, and this one qualified for that. But both teams absolutely gassed.